Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You're probably wondering why I have 3 RCBS die sets here, and I'm doing a video on it. So, question kind of came to my mind, and others have been kind of asking the same question. Does RCBS really have a kind of, I guess you'd call it like a podium, I guess, position anymore in the world of reloading and die set companies and all of that fun stuff? So, my family and I have been using die sets for, ever since the 90s when my grandfather got a die set, him and his brother. But, yeah, I mean, ever since then, we've been reloading with tons of die sets, Warranty, RCBS especially. Pretty much, RCBS is the main one that we've been reloading. Others love Warranty, Lee, other companies like that. So, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much just my own opinion on RCBS die sets. And, if they really can compete with other companies that make die sets, especially the newer ones nowadays. So, yeah, so we have tons of die sets, 243, 270, I believe this is 22 Hornet, 22 250 Remington, and 280 Remington. And 6.5 Creedmoor, 17 Remington, just, I know I'm leaving some out, but anyhow, yeah, I mean, RCBS, in my opinion, is very versatile, especially on, Hornady die sets, or, sorry, Hornady reloading sets, which is what we have, a Warranty classic reloading set that Dad bought 2 years ago. We switched from the old RCBS old RCBS reloading setup to that Warranty one. But they are very versatile. So that's a very good thing. Some Lees, I could be wrong, but I think some Lees, some Lee reloading sets, you can't use RCBS, or vice versa. Like if you have a Lee die set, you can't use some RCBS reloading setups. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case for some of the select die sets out there and reloading setups. But anyhow, yeah, RCBS dies are very available, probably the most available die sets out there. Hornady right under it, if I had to guess. I've ran into a lot of Hornady, especially the match grade Warranty die sets. But all of these, we pretty much paid about $40 for each, which is pretty much the going price for RCBS die sets for the more quote-unquote common die sets out there. Like 280 Remington, we've had this one for a long while, but you can still buy 280 Remington RCBS die sets brand new for, around $40, which is why I said quote-unquote common, because 280 Remington isn't really a common round. Kind of the same with 22 Hornet. This one's a newer one. When Dad bought that Savage Model 25 walking varminter and 22 Hornet a couple years ago. Although the 22 Hornet is gaining popularity nowadays, but anyhow, yeah. So obviously the price does kind of get higher as you run to like the new Hornady PRC rounds out there, especially the 6.5 PRC and the 7 PRC, which RCBS is now cranking out new die sets for the 7mm PRC, which I hope to get my hands on. But anyhow, yeah, they you know, they come in all sorts of die sets for, you know, cartridge wise. You know, the Mauser rounds, like 7mm, 8mm Mauser, they're still readily available. Weatherby, they have pretty much all of the Weatherby die sets, even though like they're more expensive, obviously. But anyhow, yeah. So RCBS, I think, is you know, pretty versatile, and a lot of people think so as well. Another thing that I like about the die sets that they have is that they're very smooth, very clean, as long as you take care of them. I mean, they're very nice. You know, you can't really mess up a die set when it comes to functionality of it, but, you know, some die sets are a little bit more greasy or rougher than others when it comes to loading and pulling the primer out. But anyhow, yeah, so another thing that I like about RCBS is that it's kind of a small thing, but obviously they come with owner manuals, but every die set out there comes with owner manuals. And they also come with a ballistics chart, which you can make up. This one seems to be stained with glue or something, but yeah, reloading data chart. You know, the cartridge, case, primer, powder, bullet, velocity. So that's very nice. Another thing that I like about RCBS die sets is that the die sets themselves age very well. I mean, you got people pulling old RCBS sets out from like the 60s and they still run good. That should, you know, tell you something about their die sets and their quality as a whole. So yeah, I mean, they do make, these are just, you know, their standard die sets for more like you know, hunting, just, you know, standard. It's not like competition. They do make a competition lineup for die sets, but these are just, you know, they're just standard die sets out there. So yeah, I do think that they do hold up to the name as far as quality goes. RCBS is one of the older die set companies out there, so I don't think they're like going anywhere. They're definitely here to stay. And I'm not like bashing any other of the die set companies out there. Like, we have Hornady die sets, but theirs are pretty much just for like 380 ACP, 9mm Luger, 357. So yeah, I mean, all of our rifle die sets as of right now are all RCBS, and you know, they run great. I mean, we haven't had any problem with them, and a lot of people haven't had any problem with RCBS dies, old and new. So, you know, price, you know, it's one of the cheaper options out there. Lee is probably the cheapest out there, but I mean, I've never really tried Lee to really have an opinion. I've heard people like him. I've heard people not like him as much as RCBS or Hornady, but I mean, it's more of a personal preference thing, I guess. You know, die sets, like I said, it's kind of hard to mess up a die set, but there are smoother die sets out there than others, and all of these ones and all the ones down there, they're pretty smooth. You know, whether it's a 6.5 Creedmoor die set or a 30-30 Winchester die set from the 80s or whatever, they run smooth for me at least. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you have any die sets and you'd like to, share your, opinions down in the comments, that'd be great. I'd love to hear other people's opinions about stuff like this, especially when it comes to reloading content and stuff like that. So, yeah, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to join the Discord server as well. And with that, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. See ya.